welcome to another Sidesteppin adventure, a mid-Tennessee adventure. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ain't this pretty? Get my stick and raise you up. There we go. Not too much. I can't see anything myself. There we go. So if you come on, please chat with me. Yep. Look at that. That beautiful. Right there's even more beautiful. That's a picture perfect moment right there. So if you come on, say howdy. Got one person, I don't know who, but probably my wife. I don't know. Look at that. Don't see that every day, do you? There's one right there. Now this is one of the first cemeteries that I did. Oh, I think I'm on the backside. Now, my cousin Lyndall, AG, told me a story. There's somebody in here. I don't know where he is, but he got shot. I don't know what date or anything. This says Rachel Brown, born March the 5th, 1800. Died August the 20th, 1871. So she lived 71 years, and we got William right there. But they've been cleaning him. Somebody has. They ain't cleaned her. Hi, John. I'm doing great, brother. That's William Brown, August the 26th. Can you make that out? 17 what? Is that 2 nines? Is that 1799? And he passed April the 7th, 1876. That's a 99? Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Yeah, look where we are. We're in we're in the Sequatchie Valley. Well, actually, the Sequatchie Valley is right over there, but this whole area pretty much is called Sequatchie. 66. Oh, okay. 1766. Wow. 1766. He lived over 100 in that case. Hey, Brian. How you doing, buddy? Doing all right? Trying to get used to this stick. I got the phone on. Yeah, it is. It's nice here. This is in Bledsoe County. If you go this way, Cumberland Mountain is right over there. And then, well, this is Cumberland Mountain, 'cause this drops off more, but you get that picture, right? Let's go right here. Now, I did film these with the GoPro, or not the GoPro, but with Kim's. This is a Henry Brown, April 19th, 1890, or 1819. Not enough coffee. Passed on in the fall of 1819. Why do I sound like that? Because that's the way God made me. Now, I've got a video that says explaining my voice on the playlist. Go watch it because I've explained it yesterday 2 times, and so just go watch that, and then I'll tell you all about that. I gotta go get my coffee. It's a little chilly, folks. Like, I'm still getting used to this, I don't know what you call it. It holds the phone. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I live in Tennessee. Hey, Mr. Fox. How you doing? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Uh, it happens, but I get tired explaining it, so I just try to tell people to, go to the, the playlist and watch the video, When I'm trying to do other things, I'm not trying to be rude to nobody. I would never be that way. But, I think I spent 45 to an hour. You can find it? It's on the playlist. It's called Explaining My Voice. It's on there. Because somebody told me that they couldn't find it. I ain't gonna carry my cup of coffee. I just needed a good swig of it before it got cold. But I'll give you the run down about my voice. In a long story short, okay? Long story short, I had 7 doctors. They did a week's worth of examination just on my voice, and come to find out, I should be mute. Everybody has a nerve in their brain that connects to your vocal cords. Without that nerve, it's like the volume switch to everybody's vocal cords. Without it, you you don't get no sound out. Well, I've got the nerve, but it's completely dead. Yeah, I'm at the cemetery. So I told him, I said, so you're telling me I've got a God-powered voice? Because this was back in 2001, and they just like, well, we can't explain it. We've never run across somebody like that. Yeah, I'm in a cemetery. I do, I do, uh, I do genealogy. What I do is I go to cemeteries, video the whole cemetery, and if I can, I get shorts. But, uh, but anyway, when I go in, I try to get everybody's tombstone for documentation. Well, thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. Look at this little baby. Now, ain't that something? You don't see that every day in a cemetery. Let's see if we can get a name. Isaac. Isaac G. Walker. July. Oh, good grief. I think that's a 9. July 9th, 1884 to March the 15th, 1886. Man, I can see pretty good, can't I? No, I'm not joking. I do genealogy. I, because I'm one of 58 grandkids just on my dad's side. So if you put my mom's side and my dad's side together, my cousins would be about 65 cousins total. That's first cousins. And I've got Uh, I'm probably, let me think about this. I'm probably the seventh to youngest cousin on my dad's side, the cousins. I'm probably the seventh youngest. Something like that. Maybe fifth, I don't know. So that's why I do genealogy, because like this, with this facing down like this, and his name is, oh, good grief, Tracy, but they spelled it Trece. And I think I just heard a snake. I'm a backing up. This here is rattlesnake country, by the way. So, I ain't got my stick, but I'm a looking. I ain't going over there. Sorry, folks. But I heard something. Maybe it could be just my imagination. I'm going over here because I want to show you something else. I gotta be careful where I walk down here. So let me see what y'all are saying. Be cool, D. D says be cool and respect chat. It's not hard. Well, thank you, D. I appreciate that a lot. Please like, subscribe, and share. So I'll give you an example. Since there ain't nothing hissing over here. So this is Gus, uh, Belevins. Belvins, born November 3rd, 1872, and he passed July 13th, 1897. Okay, in a couple years, that information, because of the weather, it's going to be gone. So if I video that, somebody comes on and you're related to that fella, well then, there you go. You've got, say he's your, well, he can't be, say he's your uncle, okay? You found your third grade uncle right there in my video. And say if I didn't document this cemetery and a twister came through here, and destroyed this cemetery, how would you know where people were buried? Because a twister, a tornado doesn't have no respecter of nothing. So if it comes through here, these stones are gonna go by. So it's our duty, it's somebody's duty, to try to keep their memory alive for the ones that are living, you know? So that's what I do, you know? So if you're into all that, please subscribe because, there's a lot of history. My, my oldest cousin on my daddy's side, she's almost 70, but she did the family tree book back in uh, the 90s. She started doing it. She done like 3 editions. So I took her work, and when I started in on it, for a while there, it's a big book. When I looked through it, it was like, nope, I'm not Patrick. My name's Jason. My name's Jason, but you can call me Jay if you want. Just don't call me Mary. Don't call me Daddy, because I'm not your daddy. I might be your grandpa. Nice to meet you too, David. How you doing today? How's everybody doing? Anybody on the chat in here from Tennessee? While I'm waiting on your guys' answer to my question. I think it's right here. Let me check this. Hey, hola, Jay from Hawaii. Well, hello there, Dee. You're from Hawaii. That's a long way away. Were you born and raised in Hawaii? David said he used to live in Tennessee, lives in Mississippi now. Wow. How long have you lived in Mississippi? Oh, wow. Well, good to meet you, Dee. Good to meet you. Good to meet you too, David. Yeah, I think that's the one I was wanting to show you. They got married, I think. Now, if I'm not mistaken, okay, husband and wife, and that's the son. Okay. There's one in here that's kind of awkward. I don't know which one it is, but... Oh, you did. Jasper. I can't say nothing no more since they pulled my bottom teeth last year. I had to get them pulled. I have an enlarged liver, y'all. So be praying for me. I'm starting to have some other issues with it. Lafayette. Yeah, I know where that's at. Been through there. No, I think she had two husbands. Yep. She married him February 19th, 1925. And then I guess he passed. And then she married Samuel over here. Well, no, she married him first. Then he passed a year later. Then she went over here and married Walter. She didn't waste no time, did she? Well, a little bit. 7 years. So, yeah, 7 years. And he was he probably died in overseas. World War I. Thank you for your service, sir, if you did. Wow. He wasn't too old, was he? Let's see. How old was he? Anybody add that up before I can? Let's see. 1914 he'd be 20. So, he was 24. Yeah, 24-year-old. Yeah, it could have been. Could have been the Spanish flu, true. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'll just call you Miss, okay? Miss Patriot. I like that. How you doing? You doing okay? There's a lot of people in here, ain't there? There's a lot of history. I'm surprised I can do a live stream. Usually, this year we call this the fishbowl of the valley, and usually you don't get no service. And I've got all bars, so I guess it was meant to be. Thank you, Lord. My subscribers are thanking you, Lord, for letting me do the live stream. Do I got any enemies buried there? I don't think I got an enemy. If I do, it's probably just one or two. If they ain't dead, everybody I went to school with and like probably 65, 70% have passed away. Car wrecks or some of them, got into the drugs. Well, yeah, I dealt with them. If they I had to deal with people because you have a voice like this, yeah, growing up in school, being a runt of everybody else, the littlest kid in the class, oh yeah, you can believe I got picked on. Yeah, but you're gonna laugh. Back when I first started school, my mom got me interested in hi, anonymous, uh, got me interested in fossils and rocks, you know. So I picked up a pretty good sized rock. I mean, this rock, it was about half the size of your head. And I had this was in the 70s. So I had a Mickey Mouse, uh, nobody, don't make no comments. I had a Mickey Mouse uh, school bag, you know, big one. So I put it in there, and this bully, Edward Jones, by the way, Edward, he's in the back of the bus, and he's like, I'll show you. Let me get this stick a little bit where I can show you. But he was like behind me, and he was like, give me that book bag. And I'm like, no, no. So I was pulling it from him, and here's my seat right here, and he was behind me. And so, for somehow, I ended up taking that book bag, and it had some straps on it. And I took the book bag, and I swung around, and I went behind me, and I went over, and I took the book bag, and it come down on his head, rock and all. And he had just had a motorcycle accident the weekend before, and he had stitches in his head. And when I hit him on the head with that rock, it opened him back up. Yeah, yeah. He never has forgotten that. I talk to him every now and then. He's like 4 years older than me. He ain't forgot that one. But I used to go to school with his younger brother and sister, and a lot of them. See, I grew up. My daddy's from Tennessee, but I was born and partially raised in Missouri. I was born in uh, St. St. Charles, Missouri, and then about 2.5 years later, Dad moved us out to the sticks in the country, in the middle of nowhere, and that was our farm. No, he uh he learned a lesson not to pick on younger people. I never did have no more problems at Edward. See, I had to. I was the first one. I was the first one on the bus and the last one off. So I had to switch the bus 2 times. My bus ride to school was a hour and a half bus ride to school. So that was one way. So you can just imagine the bus rides that I had. Yeah. Ain't this pretty? I'm gonna show you the mountains. There's some graves right over yonder. I got something attacking my ears. And then Melvin, I ain't kidding you. Melvin was our bus driver. He wore overalls and stuff like that. He looked like an old pig farmer. That's what he looked like. And he'd chew old King Bee, you know, that jaw. And he didn't have no teeth, about like me. So after that happened, he comes back there and jerks me up and thinks I'm the one that started it. And I'm like, no, Melvin. I was a higher pitched voice back then. I'm like, no, Melvin, I didn't do it. Edward did it. So when we got to school, they straightened it out. But yeah, he was like an 80-year-old still driving a bus. Oh, Melvin. I never will forget him. Skinny guy, looked like almost like Popeye the Sailor Man. He wore a cap. Well, he kind of looked like an engineer. That's what he would put you in mind of. With a Popeye face. I wish I had a picture to put up there. It would be cool. So where's everybody at? You guys went quiet on me. Are you just taking this beautiful cemetery in? Hi, Queen. I'll just abbreviate that, okay? Here's a curly, Leonard. He didn't live too long. 68. You're just looking? You're just looking, Queen. I think everybody else is too. Ernest, you still on? I bet you are. But please, like, subscribe, share, because you won't want to miss what I got going on. Look at that old tree. I bet that was, I'll tell you how old. I used to be a tree trimmer. 300-year-old tree. About 350. Yeah. I used to be a tree trimmer before I fell 23 foot. I busted both my heels. I've got a screw, a shank, and a wire in my left one. But I still do this for you good people. I'm having trouble with it, but I just have learned to deal with it. Yep, I was a tree trimmer. I was a climber. But I fell off a ladder. I didn't fall out of a tree. I fell off a ladder. That's what ended my career at tree trimming. Oh, some guy hired me to do a little tree. I'll show you. It wasn't, I don't know if you can see that tree. I tried to zoom in over there. See that tree right there? I was cutting a tree about the size of that during the winter. I had my ladder in it, and it started to rain. I had filled up my chainsaw with oil, and didn't know I had stepped in some oil that I had overflowed in my chainsaw. Got up on the top of the ladder where the run was right here. the top of the ladder was right here. That's how high up I was. So I was about 26 foot up in there, and I was lifting up my chainsaw, and it just started to sprinkle, and I lost footing in my on my right foot. When I did, well, I started to fall. I threw the chainsaw, and I started to do a swan dive backwards, but then somehow I got turned around to where the ladder was behind me, and when I hit the ground, I hit the ground like you would go off a high dive, like a toothpick style. I hit the ground like that. My left, my left side, cut. It hit the ground first, like a second before my right, and it cut. It did a little bit more damage to it. So I'm lucky. Well, I'm blessed. There ain't no such thing as luck, but there is such thing as blessings. I'm blessed to be alive. I just turned 52, May the 1st. I'm an old man. I feel like I'm 65, to tell you the truth. I've had a lot of things happen to me. I seen something in here I wanted to get for you guys. It was, there he is. I'm blessed, yeah. I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. I didn't hit my head. Bobby Dwight Lewis, December 29th, 1945 to December the 3rd, 1980, 1968. I'm reckoning that he passed away in Vietnam. Father, in thy gracious keeping, leave we now thy servant sleeping. Yep, he had a plaque somewhere. Yep, right there. He passed away in Vietnam. Yep, sure did. Thank you for your service, your sacrifice for us, Bobby. Appreciate that. The ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Hope you're resting in peace. Yeah, something about that. Every time I just. This here is Brushy. It's called Brushy Cemetery. It might have been Bushy at one time. Or Brushy. Brushy Cemetery. Must have been Brushy. But it's in Bledsoe County, Tennessee. Yep. Yeah, brothers and sisters in the Lord. So where's everybody at? Tell me where y'all are from. I know Dee's from Hawaii. That's a long way away. What time is it there, Dee? I'm curious. 'Cause it's 7:48 a.m. here. Dee's, how you doing? Darla, I think that's Darla. You're from Oklahoma? Well, I've been through there. What part of Oklahoma? Oklahoma City? Big Daddy, be nice, or you're gonna have to be out of the room. You can call me the Scorpion. if you're gonna call me anything, 'cause that's what they call me around here. The Squeak Man, the Squeakster, Squeak. Yeah, yeah, man, not Mr. Bill. But I will do one for you. Here we go. Clear my throat. If I can get that high anymore. Here we go. Oh no! It's a Mr. Bill show! My voice cracks up anymore. I'll try it one more time. Oh no! It's a Mr. Bill show! See, my voice cracks up anymore. When I guess because I'm probably going through middle age puberty. I don't know. Is there such a thing? But maybe my voice is changing. I don't know. But I can't get low no more. So, uh, it used to be, or I can't get real high anymore. It's kind of dropping as I get a little bit older. It, for some reason, it's a dropping. All these people used to be alive. Now how time flies. You are so right. And I'm hoping through what I do that maybe the newer grave that I do, plus the older graves, the people won't be forgotten after I'm gone. Maybe people will pick up and go out and pick up where I left off. And this grave is right on the fence line. Ain't that something? Right on it. There's a worm right there. See it? Good fishing worm. That's crazy, ain't it? Hi! I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce it. Dada or Darla? Ta. Yeah, everybody says I sound like different people, but I don't watch that stuff. I really never have. I get I'm too busy doing stuff to be watching. We we stream. We don't do TV because if you have uh if you have the Wi-Fi and if you have a Roku, why pay the extra money for cable? That's just nonsense. You're throwing money away. So get a Roku and spend $60 on on the internet. There you go. You got all the TV you want. So that's what we do. We just stream. Because I wanted to catch her, see if I could get a name on this one, because I totally forgot it. But there isn't. There used to be. I see it now. 18. Looks like 1840 something. You see it? Barely make out the 1 and the 8, but I don't know what the rest of it is. It's weathered away. Yeah, hi Hope. Miss Hope. How you doing? I just saw you. Come, I just saw you. I'm trying to watch where I'm going and look at the screen. You can ask flowers. I sit 4 hours telling all the bluebirds, the bill and goldbirds, pretty little baby. I'm so in love with my crush. Okay, who are you talking about? 'Cause surely you ain't talking about me. I hope not. I'm married. So, hey, go find another crush, 'cause I'm married and I'm straight. I'm married to a woman. Okay? I've always been a woman, woman man. I'm not a man man. And I didn't get this one. Samson. How long he didn't live too awfully long. And how you pronounce her name? How, Howlane? Oh, I can't pronounce it, but that's pretty. Resting in the of a glorious resurrection. I don't know. Let's just go on. Somebody, somebody said a crush. I love my crush. So that's what I was repeating. He's gone. I guess you'll have to talk to him when you pass on. Which Samson? Samson and Delilah? That one? That would be an interesting conversation. Okay, Hope. Thank you, Hope. Hope, how are you doing? Are you doing okay this morning? Hope, I love you. I made you into a sidestepping sheriff. You've been on the channel now for a while, talking to us. So you know what? And you've been loyal. Me and Kim both think you're a sweetheart. So you are now officially, you can guard my back on here. Time them out if they get too bad. You know, not too bad, but a couple minutes, couple seconds. Then if they keep going, just kick them on out. Okay? That's the rule of the, that's our rule of the channel. But hopefully, y'all will be good. It's true, it's true. And the other thing is, my sister had a baby, and I look it over after she passed away, and the baby lost all its legs and arms. And now it's just a stump, but I take care of it with my, bless your heart, wife, and it's growing, and it's fairly happy, and it's difficult because I'm working a second shift at the factory to put food on the table, but all the love that I see in that little guy's face, I, bless your heart, Flyers, bless your heart. Wow, what's the baby's name? Did you all name it? And your sister, she passed away during childbirth? You're welcome, Hope. Bless your heart. You are a heck of a man. That's all I can say. My hat is off to you, Flyers, for doing that. You're a heck of a man. You're taking care of your niece or nephew like that you're a heck of a uncle. My hat is off to you. You're a good man. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber creator. I do genealogy. That's why I'm in this cemetery. And I'm not cranky. Don't put Don't think I'm cranky. It may sound like I am. I did these, but heck, I'll do them again. I feel like I'm walking in circles, but I don't think I am. I'm trying to hit some that I didn't hit before, okay? Look at the mountains. Flowers, where do you live, brother? Where do you live? I don't know where her grave is. Probably not here. Whoa, I took a wrong step. See, I gotta watch that left foot. I have problems with. Well, thank you, Hope. I tried to be. For a minute there, I'm like, where's the car? The birds are chirping. Surely ain't nobody took off with the car. Maybe somebody got up out of the grave and wanted to take a drive. Yeah, it is. Pretty view. Even with the cemetery, with the headstone, the mountain behind it. Yeah, I know. I got to walk carefully. Pretty, ain't it? I'm pretty too. Pretty cool. Got you guys on a stick, and I can do that. I don't have to hold the stinking phone no more. Somebody, I did a live stream yesterday morning. Somebody said you're shaky. I was holding the phone, so I told Miss Kim last night. Clouds are remarkable. It's all fits picture perfect. Yeah, it does, don't it? So I told Miss Kim, I'm going to Walmart. I gotta get a stick for the cell phone. It's better, ain't it? Really ain't much shaking. Maybe a little. Not as much. I'm gonna walk back down to the car, get another swig of coffee. Then we'll make another quick round around the cemetery. Oh, wow. Look at this. Now, if you're a dog person, and I'm a dog person, but where we live, we can't have dogs. But when we do, I want to get me another Boston Terrier because they're the easiest dog to break. But I love that. I used to have a Boston Terrier, and I had a Chihuahua puppy. They were both pups at the same time. I tried to break both of them. It didn't work. I had to. Boston Terrier broke in 3 days. Smart dogs. If you want a dog that's inside and not too big and everything, get you a Boston Terrier. They're smart. The females, they're really good. They're easy to train. They're good house dogs. They'll tell you when they have to go outside. I'm not kidding you. But my ex-wife took that dog. Yep. Good dog, Trixie. Yeah. I'd wake up in the morning, she got full grown. I'd wake up and my arm would be out. She'd be laying across my arm, snoring. Only dog I ever had that snored like a human being. I mean, she could snore. I'd have to wake the dog up in the middle of the night to get her to quit snoring so I could go back to sleep. You have only 6 subscribers, Sam? What do you do? Do you have any video? Yeah, Trixie. That's a good name. I didn't do these. These are Barnett. January the 23rd, 1896 to March the 3rd, 1933. Almost 100 years ago. And this one is Nancy Johnson Barnett. April the 7th, 1875. She passed on February the 29th, 1940. Oh, okay. Well, how old are you, Sam? Yep, that's the dog that snores that loud. Hope. Yeah, that's a loud snore, ain't it? I never heard of a dog that snored so, or ever snored. So we got a Ruth, and we got a Tom. Let's see if they're the Browns right here. Looks like it's gonna rain. Yeah, this is Ruth and Tom, and then son. Here's Moses. Yep, I'm trying to see some that I ain't hit before. Just listen. I'm gonna be quiet. Not nothing, is there? Not a beep, not a traffic light, not no ambulances, not nobody honking. Just the birds. I love it out here. When I come down here, 'cause if you've watched my videos, my 6th great grandpa, he's got a house just right over this way about, oh, if you go straight, it's probably 3 miles that way. But if you drive, it's probably 6 miles or so, maybe 4 or 5. But he's got the oldest house in Cumberland County. He built that in 1796. It still stands. So you can watch the video. Hi there. How you doing? I can't pronounce your name for nothing. Plo Hodger. I can't pronounce it. What is your real name? Or what's your last name? I'll call you by that. I can remember that. But I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. This is my real voice. So, if you don't like it, you know what to do. Turn the channel. Nicholas Ford. Okay, yeah. My cousin, maybe from another mother. Or somewhere down the line. Yeah, how are you doing? Hello, Diane. Hello, Nicholas. Have you been doing okay? Castro. I did these. I think I did. So we're gonna, because I keep going in the same spot. So let me look. I did this cemetery. It's not yet on the playlist. So I'll pretty much just take you back to where we came from. We started from. Yeah, I'm in your channel. How old is it? Now we got Martha right here, but last time I heard a snake. But I see the cracks with this one. So see Martha Hamilton. She passed away in 1809. Yeah. Remember the Hamilton Cemetery with Jim Hamilton? I did it, the moonshiner. Yeah, if you don't remember that one, now that's on the playlist. And Hamilton Cemetery is right over that hill. Actually, a lot of cemeteries down here. And if you're familiar with the Trail of Tears, well, it's right. The road, no, it's a road, but it's about 10 miles over that way. You can travel that. Hi, CN. The CN, how you doing? Ain't that a pretty view? That's a picture. That's a picture perfect moment right there. Who's a fan of my channel? Put a thumbs up. Sam says he wants to know who's a fan of his YouTube channel. Put the thumbs up emoji. So I said, who's a fan of the Sidesteppin Adventures channel? You guys put a thumbs up for me. Well, Sam, let me tell you, how old are you? Are you a young man? Because I can give you some, like, creative advice if you'd like that. We're gonna walk over here. We've done seen this whole cotton picking cemetery, I believe. So, we're gonna just take a view. You're 8-year-old? Wow. Well, you're very, very, very young. Actually, you shouldn't be on an adult channel to tell you the truth, but since you're on, I'll give you some advice. Okay, if you want to be really, really creative with your channel someday, here's what you do. Are you okay? Before I tell you, what do you like to do? What do you? Are you an outdoor kind of boy? Do you like the outdoors, or what do you like to do? Do you like to go fishing? Because that can tell me a little bit about you to help you. Right, right. But you gonna plan on doing videos yourself? Or you just kinda just sharing her channel just to talk to people? Oh, first of all, I asked my mom, can I do a YouTube video? And she said no. Oh, okay, well, just hang in there, buddy. Get you some ideas. Write them down on a pen and paper. You'll be 10 years old in a couple more years. So, by the time you're 10-year old, she'll say yes. So just give it some time. Kind of show her what you want to do. You know, if you show her what you want to do, she might say yeah, but Hope said going through the cemetery, even if not family, you never know, may find a family member. Yeah, I probably got some in there. Yeah, I got family buried within like, I ain't gonna lie, probably the whole part of Tennessee, to tell you the truth. So, folks, I'm fixing to end this live stream. Excuse me, good coffee. Please like, share, subscribe. You never know what I'm going to say. Thank you for coming on and watching me, Sam. But just get a pen and a paper and write down some ideas. Oh, Jaybird, I'm going to have to stay a little bit. What's up, brother? I thought you were going to call me back. I'll call you. I'll call you right after I end the live stream. Before my battery goes dead, okay? So I'm gonna end it and I'll give you a call, okay? Oh, you are? Okay. Well, you better get a knife. Untie yourself. I'll call you. I'll call you in a few because I'm ended, okay? I love you all. Thank you for watching the whole thing. I'll call you. Hope. I love you, Hope. You take care. If I don't do another live stream today, y'all have a good work week, and I'll see you Thursday evening, okay? I love y'all. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good day.